To a major shakeup in Ottawa policing, as CTV News first reported last night. Police Chief Charles Bordelot's career will come to an end this spring.
After 7 years in the top job, Bordelot confirming to CTV he will retire with his contract up in May.
CTV's Christina Succi was first to break this exclusive story Sunday night. Christina, you spoke with the chief today.
I did, Graham. This was clearly a tough decision for him. As you mentioned, 7 years in the top job. So this is going to be a major change for the city. But Bordelot says he's ready.
Hi, Chief.
Hey, welcome. Nice to see you. Welcome to the old Gloucester Police Force.
Returning to where it all began 35 years later. It's a moment Charles Bordelot can only describe as bittersweet.
It brings back a lot of really great memories.
Bordelot began his career in policing here as a patrol officer for the Gloucester Police. For the soon-to-be former chief, there is no doubt now is the right time to retire.
It's a time to turn over the reins, and I think we've accomplished a lot. So I'm really proud of the team that we've built, and I know the future is in good hands.
Appointed to chief from a deputy chief of operations back in 2012, Bordelot's tenure was not without controversy. In 2016, now suspended Ottawa Police Association President Matthew Scoff said officers had no confidence in Bordelot.
There are some long-standing grievances that have been bubbling at the surface for some time, and it's our job as leaders within the community to do what we can to minimize those.
Mayor Jim Watson defended Bordelot back then, and his tune hasn't changed, telling CTV today he is happy with what the chief has achieved.
Obviously, I've been very pleased with the role and the direction of Chief Bordelot.
We have a number of injuries and some fatalities.
The last 7 years also laced with tragedy.
Terrorist attack, 2 serious OC Transpo crashes. We've had a tornado, we've had floods, we've had tragedy within our police service with a suicide. Those are very difficult things.
Bordelot says in his time as chief, there have been both ups and downs, some strife within both the force and the community. 2 major concerns being lack of mental health support and diversity among its members. And while the chief says recently progress has been made, he admits he should have started earlier.
He definitely was heading in the right direction. And so
better late than never, according to community leader Ralston King. As co-chair of the Community Equity Council, King is looking for assurance that direction will not only stay the course, but is driven even further.
We absolutely need more community policing. We need to have more neighborhood patrols. I think that we need to have more investments in a police force that actually know the people that they're policing.
King saying it's a matter of credibility and trust for those living in the capital, and Bordelot agrees.
We have more work to do. We want to make sure that the community sees itself in their police service.
Now, before he leaves, there's still a couple big issues he will have to deal with. The trial in the death of Abdi Rahman Abdi, that's supposed to begin next week, and that could certainly overlap with the next police chief, and also the budget. That's another major one. So his contract ends May 4th, and ideally the board would like to appoint a new police chief by May 5th, but certainly a lot of work still to be done before that happens. Patricia.
Absolutely.